What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm in beautiful sunny Queensland and it's very hot right now. A couple hours inland from Gold Coast at the moment, and I'm about to head out on a 2-day hike up Mount Barney, which I've heard is one of the most incredible and also one of the most challenging hikes in southeast Queensland, so I'm very excited. My plan is to head up the southeast route to the summit of Mount Barney East Peak tonight, and then I'm going to camp up on the ridge as well at Rum Jungle Campsite. Tomorrow morning I'm going to head up the west peak of Mount Barney for sunrise, and then I'll head back a different route to the car park right here. Pretty damn keen for this. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's get hiking. This is the Southeast Ridge Summit route. Pretty keen to get up there. All right, I'm about 2.5 kilometers in. This is probably the sweatiest I've ever been on a hike. Guess that's Queensland for you. It's only about 30 degrees Celsius today, but it feels like the humidity's up above 80%. So I am dripping. Yeah, making good progress. It's so beautiful out here in the bush. Whew. Look at this view. We're not even halfway up yet. All right, I've been walking for about 3 hours now, covered a grand total of 5 kilometers. It's the terrain here is brutal. I haven't been able to film a lot of it just because of how steep and techy it is, but I'm pretty close to the summit now. I can see the summit, probably an hour or so away. Let's keep going. Mount Barney, East Peak, 1,351 meters above sea level. That was a tough climb. Not easy at all. It was a lot of fun though, and as always, the summit view worth every step. Took me about 4 hours to get up here with quite a lot of breaks. I was taking it fairly easy. I'm still dealing with a bit of a knee injury, but felt really good today. I've got probably another hour though to get down to my campsite, which is on the ridge between the east and west peaks of Mount Barney. So that's going to be next on the agenda, but definitely going to take this in for a bit first. Well, that was an incredible time at the summit. Just insane views. Heading down to the campsite now. Got about an hour till the sun sets. And while it would be really cool to have sunset up here, I'd like to get set up at camp before then. And there's quite a big descent to get to it as well. So let's do that now. I'm about maybe 200-300 meters away from camp. I just took the last swig of my water bottle. I have two 1.5 liters with me and I drank all of it up until this point, but I found a very small stream coming right out of the mountain, so very happy about that. I'm gonna fill up both my bottles here and then head up to camp. Wow. Oh, camp. Rum Jungle Campsite. Made it in. Oh, this is lovely. Big open area. There's probably a room for like 10 tents here if you wanted. When I booked online, I think it was a 3-tent max for this campsite. But it is big and very protected. All right, time to set up camp. I'm in bed, nice and cozy. The mosquitoes are very bad at this campsite, probably because there's a water source nearby and it's very hot. So I'm just gonna hide away in here. The sun's about to set anyway, but I'll cook dinner up and then head to bed. The plan is to get up bright and early for a sunrise summit of Mount Barney West Peak. Today I've summited the East Peak. Anyway, let's get dinner on. The mosquitoes are so bad that I'm having to boil water inside my tent, which is not always recommended. I do have a little bit of ventilation in here and I'm being very careful not to spill or burn anything, but I am not going out there into the mosquitoes. It is bad. Got a Mexican chili radix dehydrated meal tonight, and I've also brought along some wraps, so I'll have some little mini burritos, which will be really nice. Dinner complete. I've just made a hot chocolate, which I'm very excited for. I'm gonna drink this, head to bed, and get up bright and early. See you tomorrow.
Just woke up at 4 a.m. It is soaking wet out there, and we are definitely in the clouds, as you can see. So I don't think a sunrise mission is on the cards, because from what I hear, the trail up to West Peak is almost non-existent, and in the wet and dark, that sounds like a nightmare. I think I'll just wait for the sun to come up and do a bit of exploring from there.
Good morning. It was very wet all night and the clouds rolled in not too long after I went to bed. As you can see, the clouds are still here. So it's a complete whiteout. Makes me glad that I didn't get up for sunrise to summit the West Peak, because I don't think I would have seen much. Either way, I'm gonna pack up camp now and start my descent. It's a lot cooler than yesterday, which is nice, but I feel like it's gonna be pretty slippery and wet all the way down. All right, all packed up. Bye-bye camp, you were good to me, although very wet. Back into the bush we go. Ooh, wow. I tell you what, if you are doing this Mount Barney circuit, definitely go up the southeast ridge that I went up yesterday. It is very technical and steep, and you would not want to be going down that trail if you can help it. This route, which is the peasants route, is much more relaxed so far. And even on the map on my phone that I'm looking at, the elevation plot, it's a lot less steep. So very chill, and obviously going way faster downhill than I did yesterday on the way up. So I should be done in only a couple hours, which is pretty cool. And the forest is beautiful that I'm walking through. Burbank Bush campsite. That is the second campsite that I have passed on the way down. I'm very close to the car park now, actually only a couple of kilometers away, but there are multiple of these little bush campsites. Both of the ones on the way down have been right next to a stream, so pretty cool little spots. I will mention though, if you are planning to camp at one of these campsites, or the one I did camp at last night, which is called Rum Jungle Campsite, you do need to book online before coming out. I think it was only $7 to stay at one of these campsites, but it is necessary, so keep that in mind. But highly recommend spending a night out here, whether it's on one of these lower down campsites or on the ridge itself like I did last night. It's a pretty cool experience. Got water nearby and you're amongst some incredible nature. That's Mount Barney complete. Up the southeast ridge route yesterday, down the south route or the peasants route today. I took a grand total of about 6 hours on foot over both days, and spent an incredible night at Rum Jungle Campsite up on the ridge. Highly recommend this trek. For a good challenge, I'd probably copy the route that I did, up the southeast and down the south. If you're not as confident climbing, scrambling, or up really steep slopes, then definitely just stick to the south route, the peasants ridge, up and down, because that was pretty easy. Only a few sort of rock climbing sections that were very doable, whereas the southeast ridge is a lot harder and a lot more technical. I've heard there's another couple ridges up as well, which I'll have to come back and try, that are a lot harder, maybe even needing ropes. So who knows, we might be back. But that was one of the best overnighters I've ever done, to be honest. Absolutely incredible trek. Highly recommend. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.